I would say good morning, but I think it's more like, oh, it's right at noon. Today we are taking the combines and we are moving them south to our farmer down there. I'm not sure if we'll be able to cut today because I think we'll have to make 2 trips. We will take the combines, the tractor and grain cart, all the headers, and we'll have to also bring the trucks. So I think we'll have to come back and get the trucks. But anyway, hopefully we can get started down there and get some more acres knocked out. I'm gonna still clean my cab so I can see out my windows. Just sit right here, sis. She's wanting down on the floor. Okay. It's good enough. Okay, so I'm not sure if I explained it. I can't remember, because I've slept since then a little bit. We are done with our main farmer that we work for here. Holy moly, somebody has my air conditioner. It's cold. We are done with our main farmer that we work for here, so he is finished. The only thing that he has left is sunflowers, which are not ready yet. So we will be moving south, and by moving I mean we will move all the equipment south. Campers and everything we leave here and we just commute. It is a little bit of a drive, but it's more of a pain to move the campers, and plus it's kind of down there where there's no option to put the campers. So we will have a commute in the mornings and at night, but I just kind of like where we're at anyway. So when we finish with them, we bring the combines back here to our main farmer, and we usually do a lot of maintenance. They did some maintenance yesterday. I think I got 2 new side delivery draper belts put on mine. Tatum broke down on the last day. He ran a log through and kind of completely wrecked the drum in the header, so we had to buy a new drum. So they got that put in. They did that this morning. They did part of it yesterday and then the rest this morning, which is why it's noon before we're heading out. But they just kind of did some maintenance just to prevent us from going down there and being broke down. That way we can get down there and get going. And then we'll do all the other maintenance that we usually do. We change concaves and look at all the chains, feeder house, clean grain, tailings. We look at everything and start, kind of getting everything ready for fall. But we do that here at our main farmer. He has a pretty big area to work that we can work and still not be in his way. He has a pretty massive shop that's really nice to work into. But anyway, God, that's my new word, I guess. Trying to give up so now I got going. Anyways, we will we will get moved in just a little bit. That cracked me up. Anyways, Jeff is talking to our main farmer. He is in his office, and then we will get moved. All the pickups are on the header trailers. So Jeff, Jesse, and Cody will bring the header trailers. Tessa's bringing her tractor. Me, Hayden, and Tatum will bring the combines. And then we will have to come back and get trucks. All right, we're gonna hit the road.
I just watched this YouTube Tesla.
Her bouncing around everywhere.
That's what you said. Cartoon camper.
Oh yeah.
Because my back, my tailbone, my elbow.
Like,
You must not have a radio on.
I do. I'm laughing at you right now.
Cartoon. Oh, that's a good one.
leaves are starting to change. They're starting to turn. Okay, we have made it to the field. We're gonna get headers put on. I'm not sure.
Leave the trailers hooked on. We'll take them to the farm when we get them put on the combines. Okay.
I have Cody.
This weed ain't gonna cut, so y'all are gonna have to park on this alfalfa and just put your header on and quick.
I need to scoot over. I don't like to come up to my header idled up, you know, but whenever you idle down, it makes it really hard to steer sometimes. It's kind of weird. Okay, Cody is gonna help me put my header on, and I don't need to watch him, and y'all watched him 100 times, so I'm gonna go latch the other side. Okay, so it was raining, kind of like some showers this morning, real spotty. We weren't sure if it was actually raining here or not, but Jeff just bit on the wheat and he said you can, like, it's like chewing gum. You can blow a bubble with it, so it's not gonna cut. So we will take the header trailers to the farmer's yard and leave them, and I'm assuming we will go back to the camper and try this tomorrow. So I will see you guys next time. Good afternoon. I'll explain in a minute. I gotta go get candy. Floor is not really ish clean. Whatever. Whatever today. Just whatever. Okay, I need to make sure all of my counters are, I know that I cleared them, but I just need to make sure since this is a totally different farm. Different farmer, field at 0, daily 0, farm 0. Perfect. Okay, like I said, good afternoon, and I will explain. So we got moved. Okay, what day is it first? Okay, today is Tuesday. We moved here on Sunday. Sunday we moved the combines here. That was the last day that I saw you guys. And it was just kind of drizzling rain. And then yesterday was heavy fog. They have heavy dew every morning. But yesterday it was just cloudy. I mean, it was just not a cutting day. So they had so much fog that they didn't think that it would go until, you know, if it did go, it was like maybe at 5 or 6 in the evening, and that wasn't worth it. So yesterday we were off. Hayden was smart and took the day off to edit. Jeff, Cody, Tatum, Jesse kind of did guy stuff, shopping for guy stuff. Me and Tessa, we went and had a girls' day and kind of went shopping and did girl things that we rarely get to do. I should have edited, but I don't regret my decision because, like we were telling Hayden this morning, we made memories, and you know, you just can't put a price on that. So we stayed back this morning. They had to move trucks here and get fuel and all that, and Jeff wanted to get down here and see if it would work before everyone drove down, because we are a good 45 minutes south from the campers. So it's not real economical to just come out here and be like, oh, nope, it's not gonna work. So they come out here, they waited, it was still a little wet, so Jeff told us, you know, leave at 1:30. Anyways, they cut out a spot and they think that it'll go. I'm just kind of, Tatum's already in the spot. I'm trying not to be in the way. I don't really know what all we're waiting on. Are we ready?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna get this opened up. And until we get this opened up, I have really nothing that I can show you because I need my hands. But I will. Holy moly, there's a huge fly. Like, he's huge. Ooh. Look at him. I mean, gross. It's like the granddaddy in here. Anyway, until we get this opened up, I need my hands because this part that we're on is a square, but there's a little ditch running through it. I gotta learn the names of these crick. They call it a crick here. Anyway, there's a ditch running through it, and there's like an alkali spot also. So we cut around that. We're not able to cross it. So it's going to take us a little while to get around it because we have to do the outside plus the creek, plus the ditch. I don't know. Okay, so a few videos ago, or I say a few, I don't know, a week or so ago, I had me a little fit about the op center and how frustrating it was because when you choose a field that your combine has already cut before, it asks you to do new work or resume work. And if you say resume work, then it pulls it back up from the year before. Even though my computer says I'm on harvest 2025, so it should not do that, but it doesn't. So you go to new work because it is new work. You know, it's a new year. It's new. I don't want it to count any acres. I don't want it to already have stuff mapped. So we say new work. Well, whenever you do that, it puts all four of us, I'm counting Tessa too, even though she doesn't see our coverage map, but it puts all four of us on different work numbers. So we figured out that you go under setup, on the far bottom left of your screen, you go to work list, also in the far bottom left of your screen. You'll see 3 tabs at the top: planned, shared, and work history. You go to shared, and you make sure that the field, the farmer, the client, the farm, and the field is all correct for what you want. And then under operators, it will list, like on mine it says Hayden and Jeff, because the number 1 combine is still named Jeff. You pick that, it will give you this hashtag W and then a long number. All you really need is the last 4. When you join and everyone joins, even if you started cutting and you were not mapping together, it will load and map the same. It still is an op center problem. It is very frustrating. I don't know why. It just automatically puts you on different work numbers. That's ridiculous. But you have to manually make sure you're on the same work order number. I don't like the way it's cutting on this side, and I hit kind of a rock on that rock pile earlier whenever I was cutting around it. I don't know if I have a section broke on the very end or not, but since I'm leading, I don't know. I'm just gonna go check it out. It just be how we're angled across here, but I don't like that. Nope, it looks good. Get over here. There we go. Okay, now I need to hurry because Hayden passed me and I'm leading and he's not going to have his auger out. Or we're going to meet down here. It was laying it over funny on the left side and I hit that rock trying to cut around that rock pile. I thought I had a section broke, but it looks good. Okay, we're cutting across the road from where we started. I haven't recorded just a whole lot because it's just kind of some good running. But right up here against the fence, it's kind of in a ditch, and I'm getting on both sides, but not in the middle because I'm in rigid. So I'm gonna get out and put my header in flex and clean this up so that it looks good. We're just kind of opening up this part. Let me show you what the field looks like. It looks like this. We've done this block. We've kind of hopped across the road and done this, and then we have these patches left being done, but we're trying to get this part opened up, and we do have to cut out this ditch, so it kind of takes a lot longer to open this up because of the ditch that runs through it. I believe Tatum was going to stop and put his in flex also, and Hayden mentioned it in the other field, and you may have missed it in my other video in case you did. So this is locked, so I'm going to just take this off. Sometimes you got to jiggle that thing around to get it to let loose. And here is the other side. It should go into flex a lot easier this time because we run it in flex so much on our main farmer. Usually if you have it in rigid for a long time, it'll kind of get stuff in there and it takes it a little bit. I need to clean up my mess because we want to do a good job, you know? I mean, especially custom, you know, if it's kind of like, if you go paint your own kitchen and you do a job, you painted it yourself, you know, it's whatever. And somebody's probably not going to notice just a whole lot. But if you hire it done, you're paying someone that is supposedly an expert at what they do, and you hire them and they don't do a good job, you're going to be thoroughly disappointed. Well, I'm not calling us experts, but we do this for a living. But the amount of months out of the year that we spend in these combines, again, I'm not saying that we're experts by any means, but we know a thing or two about what we're doing. Now, I still learn something new every single year, and I hope that never changes because I don't feel like you can know everything about everything no matter what you do. I kind of don't like being so close to this fence when I can't see the bottom wire, so I don't know where the wire is. And so you wonder, did a deer run through it and drag it out into the wheat? This is all being hauled to the bins and at the farmer's bins, and there is no lights. They don't have lights there, so it makes it nearly extremely difficult to get to unload. They're having to unload themselves after dark. Okay, got my mess cleaned up. All right, we're gonna finish opening this up. Okay, I don't know if you can tell what's on my window. You know, that harvest weather. There's just some scattered little bitty tiny showers around. I don't know if this is just something that's very short-lived or if this will shut us down, but anyway, I guess we'll see for a minute. We are stacking straw pretty bad, and this farmer is no-till, so we're going to, it did come a little shower, so we're going to kind of pull the plug right now because we don't want to make a mess for them. It's just not worth it, and it's not going to get any better because it's just getting later and later in the day. Okay guys, that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for sticking around. Later, Gator.